class. They be tryna watch my mood, tryna steal swag. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got a big bag, I got a big Mac. Gotta take them boys to school cause they skip class. They be tryna watch my mood, tryna steal swag.
Hey, what's going on, man? This is the shot clock. G Day Hoop Scout, Rob C, the baller plug. Man, they got the NFL gear on, packed out, got a boat, lightning bolt on, and I got on ball so hard, man, 'cause that's what I do. Fellas, what's going on? What's good? How was your week? Man, baller plug. People ain't seen you in a minute, man. People was asking if we kicked you off the show, man. So he's here. He's alive. He's well. He's doing amazing. He's just been busy. That's all it is. But hey, how was y'all weeks, man? Mr. Dash, what's going on, man?
I can't complain, y'all. You know, God's good. How was y'all week? Y'all probably saw more basketball than I've seen.
I ain't
Rob
seen
can't talk
none.
because he eating candy. Go ahead, Rob, man.
Well, I ain't seen none. But my week was good, man. Good productive week. Good productive week. By
That's
two G
good.
Day.
No, I had a good week. It was for me. It was only a 4-day work week, so that was, that's always good.
Especially where you work at.
But besides that, it was good. Good weekend. Seen some basketball this weekend, so that's always a plus for me. I don't know about for everybody else, but for me, that's always a plus. And so, hey, it's been a great week, man. Hopefully this week goes well for everybody as well, man. Hope everybody has a really good week this week. Got a lot of things coming up, man. So excited about that. We're gonna talk about TAPS and SPC today, basketball. But before we get there, real quick,
Mentioning
man,
events, me and you got the unicorn warm.
we got the unicorn warm up coming up. We gonna throw a nice little jab in there with it. So want to make sure everybody come out, just so that they can see it versus us telling everybody what it is. But y'all trust me, y'all see it, y'all hear about it, y'all. We about to get the ball moving on something that should have been done a long time ago, and on the high school basketball scene. But that's what we do. We're innovators. We always get things kicked off, started first, and people overlook what we do all the time. But hey, that's just what we do. It is what it is at the end of the day. But before we dive into SPC and TAPS, private school realm, AAU basketball is done, right? For this season. I'm still getting AAU vibes from parents at these high school fall ball events.
Vibes as in what?
As in, don't pass the basketball. As in, shoot every shot.
Bro, that's not specific to AAU.
It's not. Oh, okay. All right. My bad.
I think that's high school basketball bleeding into AAU, and then now it's just all in the same melting pot. Like parents have been parents like that. It could have been at the Y. It could have been for I-9. They like that everywhere. Like, I mean, and I've seen that a couple of times on my timeline recently. It was that bad this weekend, y'all?
You ain't seen Rob Embry tweet line today? He been going hell.
But not just this weekend, but like even at my event, there were some parents like they didn't want their kid to pass the ball.
I've
They
never
don't
seen it
realize
to this
basketball
level
a team
before, though.
sport.
But
No,
I've never
basketball is a
seen it
team
to.
sport.
I've never seen it to this level. Like it's some new stuff. Like it's like a mutant strain now. Like they is like loud. Like it used to be like what they call it, like a hush tone. Like, man, he don't need to pass it. Now they like Don't pass Jeff the ball. Shoot it. And I'm like, ew, I be like, they don't know they're on the same team. Like, you're creating dissension on your own team.
Well,
Like,
we saw
whatever
that
happened
last
to
year. How many kids
pass the
transferred
ball
from
to the
their high
dude in front
school
of you?
team after playing some fall ball events?
Hey,
That's
man.
true too. A lot of kids
Didn't we
did.
see parents get into it last year and kind of skirmish and squabble? I don't want to bring up no names, but I'm just saying this just seems like this is happening all the time.
It does. It does. But
That's y'all new finger people with the gotta build your brand stuff. So these parents soaking it up. I'm blaming y'all too. You too, Gary, with
that
the
ain't.
you gotta build
Hey,
you
I'm gonna
gotta
tell you
build
like
your brand.
this.
Yes, it is.
There's
Yes, it
no way you
is.
could build your brand
Yes, it
being
is.
selfish. That don't work. I ain't never told a kid to
Hey,
be
they think they
selfish
gotta
to go build
score.
your brand.
They think
See,
they
but
think
that
the only way to be seen is to score.
But it's
no,
Is
more.
that
man,
not the truth though?
no, because to be honest, if you really had a conversation with me about building your brand, I gave you some gems and some jewels. I ain't give you no fool's gold.
I ain't never say that. But that don't mean everybody go catch people catch what they want to hear in the conversation. Hey, Gary said build your brand, so I'm finna go out and shoot 30 times so everybody can know I'm a scorer. And you're jacking off the team.
But just
That's cool.
because you
I'm gonna
shoot,
start tweeting. Don't fuck your brand off.
yeah. There you go. Because just because you shoot 30 shots, don't make you a. That doesn't make you a scorer.
That's
That just
not
means
efficient.
you
I
shooting
know
30
that.
shots.
You
Like,
know that. Gary, you know that. But do these kids know that? No.
Yes.
No.
Y'all want to
Because if
blame
I
me,
was
the media guy,
no,
for kids building their brand.
no,
Ooh,
it ain't just you. It ain't
ooh.
just you that said that. I'm just specifically dropping your name because we're on the show. But it's ain't just you. You think that was fake?
Man, Mr. Dudes, it can't be no Royal Rumble. That OTE train and pass. If they didn't hit your line, you ain't on the list. So what you
That
world
ship
rumbling
has
for?
sailed.
That's fool. See, that's what I'm saying. Fools go. That OT window, that was a small window. Shout out to the ice cream man if y'all hear him in my background.
no, we hear ice. Where Master P at, man? We hear the ice cream man.
Hey man, all I know is there's gonna be some parents that miss out some teams, man.
But it's so, man. It's a lot to dive into, and it stems. I don't want to say that, but
No, say
no. Also, positions. Like, what happened with being a point guard? Like, why does everybody have to be a scorer now? Like, why is it that everyone has to be a scorer? Nobody can be a point guard. Nobody can be a post. Nobody can just be a defensive specialist. Everybody got to be a scorer. Like,
you want me to answer that or what I think it is?
yeah,
I
that's
don't think no.
we having a
I don't think.
discussion.
I don't think nobody. I don't think no. I don't think the kid. I don't think a lot of kids watch college basketball no more. I think everybody models their game of what they're gonna do after the NBA. So everybody want to be Kyrie. Everybody want to be Steph. Everybody want to be Trey Young. It's not flashy. It's not flashy to be a post no more. Everybody want to be KD. If you 6'10", you got to play on the perimeter. Nobody want to play with their back to the basket. Nobody want to shoot mid range because analytics and everything say that's not flashy enough. Everybody want to be James Harden, do a step back, do a euro instead of doing a regular layup. It's the NBA effect.
Say man, I'm gonna come to the conclusion that some of these kids know they're not gonna go play in the NBA, and they still just want to go do that in high school games when they go play basketball. Like I just think like some kids are real with themselves. Like, oh, this is the only time I'm gonna be able to do some shit like this, and this is where I'm a exercise it because, bro, there's kids that's not even gonna go next level. if we being honest. And we're really arguing about kids that can't get a CP3 camp invite out here about shooting step backs and all this other goofy stuff. So I mean, what are we really talking about? We really talking about some kids that enjoy the game of basketball but aren't gonna go to the next level in the game of basketball, in my personal opinion. So like that's when you see the selfishness and the I'm trying to be an Instagrammer when I 10 dribbles through the leg and I jelly fam you out the glass. Them kids know they not going nowhere. So, they're having fun in their high school life and they making memories. And sometimes I treat it as such. I don't talk about it, don't tweet about it, because let's just be real. You and I know ain't no college coach hitting a line.
And that's
You feel
true.
me?
So am I taking basketball too serious?
No, no, because it has definitely bled over into the fabric of. So I think growing up, we knew better than to bring that Rucker Park basketball into the high school basketball gym because that would get you benched. But here's a byproduct. If you can't tell these kids nothing and you can't direct them and enforce them without them being threatening you to leave, then that's what you got. Now it's a infusion of both styles and you really can't sometimes you're handcuffed.
So do y'all think that I don't feel that this is true, but do y'all feel that Steph Curry and Iverson ruined the point guard position?
How? How let's just be honest. If we stop thinking archaic and just thinking of five basketball positions, like metrics, I got you, Rob. Metrics and analytics tell you a shooting guard has to be what? 6'3" to 6'6", right? Those two are really just great shooting guards in a midget's body. I'd rather you call them shooting guards.
But
They're
You
just
Steph
say
Curry,
small,
Steph Curry is
snatchered
a midget.
players.
but
He's
Steph
six
Curry still
four.
has IQ though and awareness. He still makes plays and gets assists. Like
So how did they ruin the
I really don't.
position?
no, I'm not saying. He's saying. I believe that he's saying it from the standpoint of all that the kids see is I dribble across half court and I shoot the ball. They don't see that I put hours after hours after hours in the gym to where, for me, that's a high percentage shot.
Nobody is trying to go to Davidson as a college either. Like it's so many parts missed in that. So for them to ruin something, I don't think so. I just like you say, nobody saw the hard work and dedication that they put in. Like Steph went to Davidson. He didn't go to Duke. He wasn't highly heralded out of high school. Besides being a former NBA player's kid, like he wasn't number one on everybody's list. So how did he ruin something?
It's just because of the. I believe it's the end product that everybody sees, and that's all that everyone sees. If it's with just us, people see the end product or the current product. They don't see what it took to get to where you are right now. They just see what's right in front of me right now. That's all I see. And it goes back to what we was talking about last week and we've been talking about for over a year now. We live in a microwave society, fast food society, where I want my gratification right now. I don't want to have to wait. I don't want to have to work for it. I want to be able to buy it and just have it, and that's the way that it is. And so people see the end product. A lot of parents are even ignorant in the fact that when they invest in player development guys who put in time with their kids, but they want to see it right now. I want to see it right now. I'm paying you because I want to see my son go out there and do this right now. I don't want to see it a year or two down the road. I want to see it right now. And so that's why people hop from trainers to trainers. I don't like calling them trainers, but that's why people hop from. They go from this person to this person to this person to this person. Same thing with teams. I go from this team to this team to this team to this team because I want instant gratification. I want to be the star. I want to be the guy. I want it all right now. I don't want to wait. I don't want to put in work. But you have to put in work. You do. Nothing comes easy. Nothing comes quickly. It just doesn't.
Man, no accountability. That's what I think. Gary call it archaic. I call it sense of direction.
It's archaic, bro.
It's not archaic. It was meant to be that way for a reason. Everybody can't play like Steph. Everybody don't got handles like Kyrie and Allen Iverson, bro. Somebody got to play like Khalid El-Amin. Somebody got to play like Mateen Cleaves. Somebody got to play like Steve Nash, bro. Somebody got to play like Andre Miller.
Hey, you do know when you bring up examples like that,
somebody got to play like Andre Miller.
Longer than 5 years, right?
I'm just saying, it got to be some. I would be okay with being Andre Miller. He played in the league for 17 years. Rod Strickland, I would be okay with being that. Get my millions of dollars.
And here's the thing, though. I don't think kids want longevity in the league anymore. I think they want their money and they want to run. Like, they're fine to go run up a couple of M's and then go do something else. Like, so let's just, bigger picture for me is they just trying to figure out how to get to the money the easiest route. You can't be mad at nobody for that, bro. That's human nature. We all want to get to the bag with the least amount of obstacles. So, yeah, it might be microwave. It might be that. But all that being said, I can't knock it because, shit, like, all three of us trying to get to the money the easier route.
I'm not.
We put in the work, though.
I'm not effing over nobody though in pursuit of the bag. That's the difference. I won't throw 11 other people under the bus to get to the money. It's integrity though. You can get the money, but still have integrity and accountability. And I ain't talking about just money as in tangible money, but if we're in the locker room and I know we got a chance to go to state, I'm not finna throw the whole season away because I want to be the star in my sophomore or junior year when I could easily fill a role and get the ring and then do my thing next year instead of saying, you know what, this year I'm gonna take all the shots, knowing that really ain't helping the team. You can do that, but figuratively, are you chasing? Are you helping people? Are you freaking over people just to get a selfish into a meme? That's what I'm saying. So if I'm in your locker room and you doing that to me, and it's my senior year, me and you got a problem. And I don't condone violence, but me and you we gotta have a conversation, underclassmen. We gotta talk, bro, because I don't got no more rides. This is my last ride to Del Mar. This is my last ride for the Cypress Invitational. You got 2 more years, or 3 more years, bro. You can chill. Do your thing at AAU, but we got a hierarchy. It ain't no hierarchy. It ain't no shit. It's nothing, bro. Like, it gotta be to be special. If you think about the teams that were special, right? Like you think about the state championship teams, most of them that went there. If it ain't the head coach, the rest of them had accountability somewhere in that locker room. If you look on that roster, somebody was the voice of reason. It wasn't just, yeah, G-Day, you gonna do your thing, Rob, you gonna do your thing, Ant, you gonna do your thing, and then we still gonna win. It don't go like that. Very few teams win like that. Very few. I watched Ed Reed talk about this the other day. He said, man, I'm making people pick up tape in the locker room, pick up their dirty towels because I don't want the volunteer fireman coming up in here seeing my teammates' dirty towel. We ain't winning the championship in 2000 if we ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? You throwing the trash in front of the trash can instead of throwing it in there. You might think that's a little thing. It's accountability, bro. We in fall ball. We know the coach We know the coach not coaching per se. Hey, man, we got to get some senior leadership in here, man. Somebody got to be the voice of reason. Okay, I'm not finna disrespect your parent, bro, but just because your parent telling you to take all the shots, bro, you know what we working on, man. We got to be connected as brothers in this locker room if we trying to get to the ultimate goal. Now, if you just, hey, man, I just want to do my thing, bro, just quit and go play, go to athletic period and go play, or go be a street ball player somewhere, bro. Just say, hey, man, this team structure ain't for me. I don't want to do it no more. But for you to sit there and say, hey, man, I'm in my mind, I know this dude is this, and this, and I know the players to go to G-Day, but I'm going to shoot it. No, that's terrible. And I watch kids do it year after year after year, and we talk about it, and then as the season progresses, we say, this team ain't going to win because when they come to this person going to do this, and then we go to the game, and we see it. And the coaches see it. And the coaches hear your parents. Whether and this ain't no disrespect. I don't want nobody to take this disrespectfully or not. Whether y'all parents think they don't or not, well, the things that you say, they hold it against your kid. They're not gonna tell you they do, but they hold it against your kid. Because you know what they envision the next year or 2 years from now? You sitting behind their bench doing the same thing. You think they want to deal with that for 4 years or 5 years? No. No. And if you think I'm lying, go ask some of the real ones that you know. Go ask some of them. Go ask some parents who was like that in high school who can't get the coach to answer the phone now that they kid in college. Because they'll tell you everything they want you to hear. Oh, yes, yeah, you can come on campus and you can, and your buddy gonna be way in section 22 AC, way across the way. They don't want to hear that, man. So they know who you are. They know what parent of what child you are, and they docking you every time you shoot the ball, Willie. Shoot it. Don't pass it. Even though Jeff in front of you, if I'm at the free throw line and Jeff under the goal and we're on the fast break, I'm passing the ball, bro. It's called being a good teammate. I'm not gonna dribble past him and lay it up. Every time the players run for you, it's not for you to shoot. It's not. Just because you have a wide open shot don't mean you should shoot it. Yeah,
No. What you're saying is true. It's all fact. It is. And I want to go back to this comment. Nobody, you mentioned Rod Strickland. You was mentioning all these different players and different ways that they play. No, the kids of today, they don't care about no Rod Strickland. They don't care about Steve Nash. They don't care about none of those guys who came before. They're looking at the right now. And so right now all they see is Steph Curry cross half court, shoot a 3-pointer. They see LeBron James play point forward. And so they think, okay, I'm 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". I'm supposed to be doing the exact same thing. They see Kevin Durant shooting 3-pointers. I'm a 7-footer like Kevin Durant. I should be doing the exact same thing. They see Luka, and so this is who I see right now. So this is who I'm idolizing. I'm 5'8", and I loved Michael Jordan, but I ain't never tried to do no fadeaway jump shots. I could grab the rim, but I wasn't out there trying to do the kiss the rim dunks, up and under layups. I wasn't trying to do the stuff he was doing because that's not me. I knew that wouldn't take me anywhere. And you and Gary had to hop off, but he was right. He was right when he was like, the kids who want to be the street ballers, the and one type kids, those are kids sitting at the end of the bench because I had a teammate like that before. He coming in doing all the moves. He crossing people over, yeah, but a lot of times he's messing up everything as well. And so you still have to be a good team player. It's at the end of the day, it's about winning. Right now, for high school kids, your focus should not be being I'm going pro, because that's tough. It is. Let's just start keeping it real with the kids. For one, it's hard to get a scholarship to college. That's not easy. It's even harder to go pro. I'm talking about overseas and NBA, or even to the G League. It's harder to go from college to pro than it is to go from high school to college. Like it's tough, and and Gary was talking about, everybody is so fascinated, or they want to get to the money real quick, get to the money real quick. I can speak for myself. I'm not all about the money. I'm not. I am not all about the. If that was the case, I will overcharge for lots of things, and a lot of people tell me that I'm foolish because I don't overcharge. I undercharge for everything that I do because that's not what that's not my end goal. It's not. But for the people who's chasing the money, you know that you have a higher chance of hitting the mega lottery than going pro in NBA?
Mm. Mm.
And you're right, Mr. Dudes. We what they're looking at is guys who have max contracts. They're making millions of dollars. And Marcus Carroll, he had a point. He had a point early on too, when he's kid, and we talked about it. Nobody, all they see is Steph right now. They don't see when Steph was in high school. They didn't see when Steph Curry was struggling. Nobody's seen that.
Oh,
Michael Jordan got cut from high school basketball. And so he went and worked and worked and worked and worked to make sure it never happened again. We got to become more competitive, and I mean not competitive with my own teammates, but competitive in this game of basketball. Everybody is going against each other, and like you said, we're in the same locker room. You could be the senior, I could be the sophomore, and yeah, I may be whatever ranked higher, all this other stuff, and I'm younger than you, but for you, this is the last ride. This is my last chance. You still got 2 or 3 more years. I'm not going to let you ruin this for me. I'm not.
I've seen it at least for the last 4 years. I've seen at least 3 different teams. In one school, it continues to happen over and over and over. It didn't happen to this. I'm not going to say the school, but it didn't happen to this one school that I know of at least 3 out of 5 years. They were supposed to go way farther in the playoffs than they did. And it was because they had underclassmen who was very selfish. They didn't get it corrected in the locker room, and they ended up losing in the first or second round. And that just can't continue to keep happening, man. Like I said, know your history, man. Y'all can call me old. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want to. It works. It's tried and true. You know what precedes you. It ain't just don't be a prisoner of the moment, man. It ain't just today's NBA. It ain't just today's college basketball. Go back and watch how these people played back in the day. Just go back and watch. Go back and watch. And if anybody started playing with that type of intensity and that type of focus, you'll still make the money because ain't everybody trying to play the same exact way. That's why when somebody playing hard or they playing defense or something, they're like, man, he a two-way player. I never heard that in the 90s. There was no such thing as no two-way player because everybody played defense. Y'all so enamored by Luka. Luka been pro since he was 16 years old. Y'all 16 in the 10th grade. He was 16 playing on the B level in like the 3rd toughest league in the world. By the time he was 16, 17, he won MVP in the A level. Y'all just gonna be going to high school prom. So it's the reason why 10, 11 people in the NBA got $100 million contracts, bro. We heard James Whiten. I know y'all probably seen the video when he was at TJ Ford gym telling Chris Neal about, man, you say you don't sweat. Man, you better be up in here drenched. You know what I'm saying? for all what everybody want to say about James, what the man work though? The man work on his craft.
Works. And
Man work
that's
on
what I'm
his
saying. They don't
craft.
see kids don't see the work, and not just kids, but people of today. They don't see the work. They just see the right now. That's all they see. And like Mr. Frank White just said, man, 6'3". He loved man. I love Magic Johnson game too. I was enamored Magic Johnson, a 6'9" point guard, like way before his time. But like he said, hey, in order for me to go to college, I couldn't be Magic Johnson. I had to be Frank White. I had to learn how to play like Derek Harper.
Mr.
And
Dudes had a
man,
good question.
he did. We're gonna get to that. Mr. Carroll,
Okay.
you right.
No,
You right. But they're not just they're NBA role players. If they were to go to a G League or if they would team up with some of these they're the superstar. They're the superstar, and this is something that I tell kids all the time when going to college. You may be the man at your high school, but when you get on campus, you ain't gonna be that man. You're gonna have a role probably, especially if you're not going to a blue blood and they not considering you to be no one and done guy. You're gonna have a role. And it's guess what? It's okay with having roles. That's okay. It's okay with being a pass first point guard. It is. There's nothing wrong with it. Every year I have it at the minimum two universities reach out looking for coach man. And they always call me coach. Coach man, I'm looking for a pass first point guard. But then if I tell them everybody just want to shoot the basketball, coach, I don't need. I already got a shooter. I already got scores. I need somebody to distribute the ball, and not just distribute the ball, but also when the ball works its way back around, if they're wide open, I need them to be able to hit that, knock down that wide open jump shot, because that's the only jump shot that you're going to get. You're not just coming down the court shooting the ball. You're coming down the court to set things up. Your only shot is if you're wide open and you're the fourth or fifth option within this play that we're running. And if you're wide open, you take that shot. If not, we run it again and we keep running and we keep rerunning and we keep rerunning until that first, second, or third option that we really, really want gets open. And that's the way that the game is played on the college level. But we're looking beyond that. We're looking at the pro level. Those guys already made it. And guess what? All of them just wasn't in it for the money either. They fell in love with the game of basketball first. And then once they got the money, then a lot of the ones who are successful and still playing understand, okay, I need to take care of my body. I need to work on my craft because I need to be able to sustain this type of life so that I can take care of generations. Not myself, but generations. But we're not talking about generational wealth. That's not something that people are preaching. That's not something that people are talking about. They're talking about instant gratification right now. You have to fall in love with basketball and be okay with who you are. There's nothing wrong with having a favorite player at whatever sport it is. But if you're not that, you would never be him. You would never be Steph. You would never be Michael Jordan. You would never be Kobe Bryant. You would never be LeBron James. You would never be Kevin Durant. Be who you are. And by you being you and you putting in the work, then one day maybe kids be like, oh man, I wish I could be like Frank White. Oh man, I want to be like Marcus Carroll. Oh man, I want to be like Melvin Dukes. Oh, and you got to put in that work though. It's hard. It's hard to get kids to buy in to playing that glue guy role, hustle guy. It is, but San Antonio Wagner. Every year they have a kid. and that's all. That's all they do. They have a kid, and all he does is he hustles, he rebounds, he sets screens. He's not looking to score. And guess what? That kid every year always goes to Division 2 because I want that as a coach. Sometimes I need that. I need a guy just like that who's just gonna give me effort, 110% on everything. He's not crying about the basketball. He's just playing his heart out. He loves what he does.
Man,
Loves what he does, and that's what we as advocates of the game we have to do. We have to teach the kids how to love the game at a young age and continue to love it. It's just like a relationship. There's going to be times where you get mad at your significant other, and there's going to be times where you be like, "Oh, I cannot stand," and there's going to be times when she say the same thing. But it's what you do that get past that, because just because something small happens doesn't mean it's the end all be all. Sometimes it's about what you do to make it last. What can I do to make this better? What can I do to fix my mistakes? Because we're just supposed to be using basketball as a tool to be able to get a free education, graduate debt free. That should be the goal right there, to graduate debt free. Because that paper, that degree, that bachelor's, that master's, that's what's going to take you places after once the ball stops bouncing. We gotta think about what's the golf term, the long game. We're not playing the short game. We playing the long game. This is for the long haul. Not I don't need you to play the short game. I need you to play the long game here. Rob, man, you got anything else, man, before we move on to our taps SPC, man?
man, just
This has been sitting with me since like Wednesday, and it's just been kind of bugging me, man.
just accountability, man. Take accountability, man.
But shout out to everybody who's on here right now, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Um, Whatever you're on, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, man, we appreciate you guys. Hop in the comment section at any time. We enjoy being able to post the comments, as well as even continue dialoguing on what you guys are saying and thinking as well. Uh, and so we about to get into some district picks. That before we get into it, this is Taps district picks, and this is SPC. These are just our predictions. Nothing is set in stone. We, guess what? We not ashamed to say that we not right all the time.
We not.
We not Rob Yanni. We not right all the time. And guess what? That's okay. And guess what we do? We stand by our decisions. We do. We
Yes,
we
we
not
do.
backtracking, and that's another thing that I like about doing it on here as well. Because guess what? Y'all can play it back.
Yeah,
Remember,
it's
like,
time stamp.
hey, last year with Klein Forest, we ain't to UIL yet, but last year with Klein, hey, they played this. They played this on Twitter. It's
They
all these dudes don't
did.
know what they talking about. Blah blah. Hey, they played it on Twitter, but was we right?
Yes, we were exactly right. We called the district exactly like it happened.
But it don't happen that way all the time. But
You
and
know.
and this is, hey, use it as motivation. That before we go, that's something else. You learn when to utilize certain things as motivation, and not that somebody's hating, or I don't like you, or oh man, those guys are biased. And I'm far from bias, no favoritism.
Me,
Um, I don't, I can't speak for others, but I know that I had a son and who played. Never ranked him. None. It wasn't because he didn't deserve it, but to me he wasn't good enough. But I wasn't like, oh man, I'm a slide him in at this spot just because he's my son. No, I'm gonna talk to this coach to get my son a scholarship because I got a relationship. No, the scholarships that my son got had nothing to do with me. It had to do with his game.
True.
That's it. Nothing to do with me. And so I can speak for myself. I'm not biased. I'm not a I respect people, but I'm not a respecter of persons. But hey, Taps, well, you want to start low or you want to go high, man?
We can go low and then
All right,
build up.
we can go low. So Taps for 2A, it's only four teams in this district, District 7. You got Briarwood. Um, man, I can't lie to you. The name of this other team, I'm gonna tear it up. San Quinpan. You got Grace Christian, and then you got O'Connell. O'Connell's out of Galveston area. Grace Christian is the League City area. Um, the other two are Greater Houston area too. I just can't think of where the exact location. But this is Taps 2A. Taps 2A District 7. Last year, Grace Christian ran the table in district, as well as went on to win Taps 2A State. Um, they returned state MVP. Nick Anderson, he's back. He looked really good this weekend. They also picked up from Klein Kane, Xavier Owens. They picked up some other pieces. So I'm rolling Grace Christian to win this district again. Taps 2A District 7, and not just win it the district, but to repeat as state champions, man.
Yeah, Patrick Pellerin, been knowing him for a long time. He been doing some good recruiting and
Yeah, yes.
getting kids to come to that school. Man, I concur with you on that one. As soon as I heard Taps 2A, I got Grace Christian to run the table in district and repeat as Taps 2A state champions again. The addition of Xavier Owens coupled with Nick Anderson, that's gonna be good right there.
You was cutting in and out. Maybe
Oh,
that was
okay. I'm
just on my
sorry.
end.
I said the addition of Xavier Owens coupled with the return of Nick Anderson gonna be a good 1-2 punch. I think that's gonna be too much for anybody on that level.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be a really good district, man. Shout out to Coach Pat, man. Looking forward to seeing them do big things. Got to see them last year in the private school Houston private school tournament that's hosted by Second Baptist. And last year they took a lot of lumps to the bigger private schools, your 6As and 5As. They was beating up on them. And so, that really helped them in the long run because by them being beat up on by the bigger schools, when they got time for district play and playoffs, man, they ran through it, man, like it was nothing. And so, shout out to them. Next up, hold on, before we go next up, this is really big. I like this. In order for there to be transformation, there must be formation, and without formation, there can be no transformation. And so, you definitely have to form yourself. Um,
Amen.
that's just like I can speak once again for myself about myself. My shirts is hanging a little looser now. But that's because in order for me to make the transformation, there has to be formation, and without that formation, I cannot make the transformation. So in order for me to lose the weight, I have to put in the work to lose the weight. I can't just say, "Hey, I want to lose weight," and expect to lose weight. It's not going to happen that way. It never has. For us as men, it's easier for us to lose weight. It is, and we'll lose the weight quicker. But that's as far as we go, and so we still have to keep putting in the work, keep putting in the work, keep putting in the work. And once you continue to put in the work, then then you can start seeing the transformation within the body. And so I like that a lot, man. Shout out Marcus Carroll for that. Hey, we on the taps 3A District 7 for 3A last year. You got teams like Lutheran North, Alpha, Omega Academy. You got Legacy Christian, who's out there in the Woodlands area. Providence Classical, Rose Hill Christian, uh, Brazos Christian, and Covenant Christian. A lot of, and here's another thing: a lot of teams, a lot of man. What you driving? What you doing, man?
Yeah, man.
Man, who in the back seat? What you kid? And done, hey man, and kidnapped somebody. We got somebody in the back seat, man.
I ain't got nobody in the back seat.
No, right
Nobody
now
in the back seat.
we just doing our taps picks right now. We on district. We on 3A District 7 right now. And so
Gotcha.
a lot of these teams last year didn't play every single game within district play. But last year you had Lutheran North who won the district. They went 8-1. Alpha Omega Academy had a good season last year as well. Same thing with Legacy Christian Academy. Um, Rose Hill Christian the year before in 2020 they won state. You know, last year,
Okay.
last year they went 11-13 overall. And they
Yeah.
said you driving the ice cream truck that we saw earlier when Gary was outside. And then Mr. Raspberry said you look like you in a Batman movie, man.
I feel you. I feel you. Hey, man. I had to tune in, man. I didn't know how long y'all was gonna be on till, so let me go ahead and tune in.
Oh no, you good, man. So I'm gonna roll with Luther North again. Um,
Yeah, I like Joshua Hollis.
yeah, to win district, and they also picked up kid from George Ranch. Um, I can't think of his name. But he played with Come to Compete was the AAU team that he played with. Zion Harper. So I know once I
Okay.
started saying the name. He played with Come to Compete AAU team, Zion Harper. He's there at Luther North as well. And
Post.
so
He's the post player, right?
yeah, yeah, he's about 6'4", post guy. Once again, hey, we talked about this earlier about positions. Just because you're undersized and it's the high school realm, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Whatever position you are right now, be the best of that position. And this goes what Winston Curl said. Once if a coach likes you and when you get to college, then they can transform you. We just seen Big Eddie. Big Eddie who was at Morton Ranch, he went to TCU, and now when you see Big Eddie, you like, dang, Big Eddie, like, Big Eddie starting to look like little Eddie. But that's the transformation. That's the hard work. And sometimes it just takes that hard work. But yeah, Lutheran North for me. And then second place, I'm gonna go with Legacy Christian, and I'm gonna take Rose Hill third and Alpha Omega fourth. I think Rose Hill is gonna have a solid season. They were pretty young last year, and so I think that they're going to be solid this year, and they're gonna get back into their having a winning season ways. I'm gonna phrase it that way. But Luther North definitely is my pick uh, to win 3A, District 7 of TAPS 3A. I don't want to say 3A because that represents the whole entire.
3A, yeah.
Yeah, but for District 7 of 3A, definitely rolling with Lutheran North.
Yeah.
All right, what we on 4A5? For District Taps 4A District 5, you got Bay Area Christian, you got First Baptist Christian, you got Logos Prep, you got St. Thomas Episcopal, and you got Westbury Christian. Rob, who you rolling with, man?
Westbury Christian.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about Westbury Christian, man. Why you picking Westbury Christian?
They got two. They got backcourt. Two senior guards. Eric Holcomb and Zaire Walker. They looked pretty good at the preseason jam last weekend. The kid that I'm most intrigued with, and I talked to you about this on a team was, and when I talk about glue guys in the city, like the glue guys, he one of the first names that popped my head. Joseph Cormier.
Mm-hmm.
He like 6'3", 6'4", do it all type of dude. Take charges, rebound, playing the low post, high post, shoot the three. He like a Swiss Army knife type of kid. He like a throwback type of kid to me. I think he gonna be really, really vital when they run if they gonna return back to state. Because a lot of teams gonna key in on Zaire and Eric, but I think Joseph gonna be the X factor. Like he real. I like him a lot. Very versatile player. So that's
Yeah,
why I took them.
yeah, no, and then like you said, a lot of teams are gonna know Zaire from last year. And Zaire Walker's tough, 6'2", guard, like him a lot. Can shoot the ball, really good handle on the ball. Um, but the big shock for a lot of people is, but by playoff time, they'll definitely know who he is. Eric Holcomb, coming in from Marshall. So a lot of people in the Taps realm may not know who this kid is, haven't seen him yet. Um, but expect for Eric Holcomb to also have a really big senior season for the Wildcats. And then for me, second place, St. Thomas Episcopal, of course. They got the Law boys over there, Nathan Law, Aiden Law, the young guys. They got a lot of young guys on the team. Got to see them play this weekend. And the more they play, the more experience they get. They're gonna be solid. Matthew Lewis is also over there. Matthew
Matthew
Lewis, he
Lewis
left
from
Ridge
Ridge
Point.
Point.
Yeah, he left Ridge Point and went over to St. Thomas Episcopal. And so, hopefully his senior leadership can, kind of lead them in the right direction. Once again, you can see these teams, they're going to meet up twice in district. And then it seems like not seems like, but they in playoffs, they always meet up and the winner goes to state. So,
Semifinals.
yeah. And so they always have to meet up again. And the winner of that game is the state semifinal game, and the winner of that game always goes to the state. And so that's always a tough battle for them. Also in Taps 4A, but that's District 5. This is District 4. You got Cypress Christian, you got Faith West out in Katy, you got Legacy Prep Christian that's out in Magnolia, and then you got Northland Christian, which is on the north side of Houston area. And for that district, I'm going to go with Northland Christian as number 1 and Cypress Christian number 2. For me in that district, Cypress Christian's returning a lot of pieces. Same thing with Northland Christian. Those games should be really tough battles as well. It's going to be interesting to see who takes it, but I'm just going to roll with Northland. Donovan Holcomb, he's back. He's healthy. That's Kenyon Holcomb's little brother for those who may be familiar with who Kenyon Holcomb was. He played at Concordia Lutheran. He's playing at Cameron University right now, Division II school, up in Oklahoma. He and then Eric Holcomb is their cousin. So,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so but Eric Holcomb goes to Westbury Christian. So in the playoffs, we could have a Holcomb battle. Donovan Holcomb versus Eric Holcomb in the playoffs. Northland Christian versus Westbury Christian. Because they're both Taps 4A schools, one's in 5A, one's in 4A region, the 4A district, I mean. And so, but for me, for the 4A, I'm gonna go with Northland Christian, and then Cypress Christian second, and then 5A. I'm going with Westbury Christian, and then I'm going with St. Thomas Episcopal second. And like you, I'm rolling with Westbury Christian to repeat state. I think they're going to be tough to beat, especially in that 4A, the whole entire 4A for Taps. Like that addition of Eric Holcomb, that's going to make them really tough, man, really tough. And so it's going to be a good season for them, man. Shout out to Coach Tyler Guidry as well. Just wishing everybody a healthy season, all teams. I don't want to see no kid get hurt. I want Houston to dominate all levels. Win state after state after state. Dallas always talking about they win the most state championships, but they'll never count. They'll never count the Tap side because they know what it is, man. But we coming UIL too. We coming for it. Yes, sir. All right. Next, we move on to 5A. 5A, and this is District 5 and 5A with teams like Woodlands Christian. You got Second Baptist, Lutheran South, Fort Bend Christian, Emory. Is it Weiner? How you say that?
Emory Weiner.
Emory Weiner. You got Cristo Rey Jesuit, and then you got Frazzati Catholic. Rob, man, who you think is going to take this district, man?
Man, I've been back and forth. Jordan Williams out for the year.
He's not out for the whole entire season, no.
Okay, so if Jordan Williams play, I'm gonna take Second Baptist.
Okay.
So I don't know if I could do that though, because that's 2 picks. I'm a.
Oh man, Rob done probably hung up. Yeah, sorry. For me, out of the district 5A, I'm gonna roll with Second Baptist, and then I got Woodlands Christian, following up Second Baptist, and then I'm gonna go Fort Bend Christian as my number 3. So I took Rob. Why you hang up on me, man?
Man, I don't know. My phone been doing it the last couple of weeks. It just hang up at a certain time on here.
You ain't got AT&T, do you, man?
I'm sorry, I don't have the second.
No. AT&T is the best, not no second best. Okay, man, in the comment, hey, in the comment section, we doing a poll. Who has the best cell phone service?
Well, actually, Verizon got the best cell phone service.
AT&T.
They just high. Sprint got better service than AT&T.
AT&T, man.
But I'm gonna take Second Baptist first. Cause I like they young guys. I like Verizon.
Nah. Rob got the phone from the wire, man.
Oh man.
Come on, let's do it, man. AT&T,
I told you, Verizon got the best. They just high. Verizon got the best coverage. I'm gonna take Second Baptist though. I like the maturation of Michael O'Leary and those young guys. I got to see Second Baptist JV last year. They played somebody. I can't remember what team they played. Somebody varsity. And they played
at
tough.
The Houston private school tournament.
Yeah, they almost won that game too.
Yeah, no, they did.
So, and then if Jordan Williams come back, what's the coach name? What's the coach from Second Baptist name? His son.
Mouton.
Yes, Mouton. Yes, Mouton. I like him too. Very solid player. So I'm gonna take Second Baptist 1, Woodlands Christian 2. Oh, that's tough. Ooh. I'm gonna stick with it though. No disrespect to Chance and Austin, Coach Tobikins, and all the rest of those guys at Woodlands Christian. I'm gonna take Second Baptist 1 this year.
AT&T number 1 in their district.
Yeah.
Mr. Dude's hating on AT&T right now.
No, Sprint merged with T-Mobile.
Yeah, see, Sprint merge. Yeah, no, but Rob, I picked Second Baptist as well.
You pick Second Baptist to win.
Yeah, and then Fort Bend Christian. I mean the Woodlands Christian second. I had Fort Bend Christian third.
Third, okay.
Um, but that can go that can go any way as well.
It
Um,
can.
they can, but that I'm that's my pick. You know, Jordan Williams was district MVP last year as a junior. Um, you know, he also first team All State. Same thing with Austin Benini, first team All State last year. Chance Perkins was first team All State last year as well. That game is just going to come down to who has the better bench. When they meet up, that's who it's going to come down to. Man, this is so. I'm if Jordan Williams is healthy, Jordan Williams MVP of District 5A for TAPS 5A. If he doesn't play the full season, you got to give it to Austin Benini. Um, you have to. I mean, Jordan won it last year as a junior. Even though Woodlands Christian won the district last year, but Jordan won MVP. Um, and so just going back with the MVP for that district.
Yeah.
For District 4A for TAPS 4A District 4. See, because with UIL, I ain't gotta say. I can say you say Region 3, blah
Reason,
blah.
yeah.
So with TAPS 4A District 4, I'm going with Donovan Holcomb to win District MVP. Who the MVP out of UND King? Hey man,
It
D King,
definitely ain't the shorter of the two.
D King said he tired of pulling up in gyms and you ain't in the gym, man.
He ain't pull up last week.
He tired of you pulling. He
He ain't
tired of
pull up.
pulling up in the
He
gym
ain't pull up last week. He wasn't in the gym last week, so
and you ain't in the gym.
I don't care what Damian. I don't care what Damian King want.
What's going on, Mr. Ordon? But for that district, I'm going Donovan Holcomb. That's TAPS for a district 4, and then TAPS for a district 5. It's either going to be Zaire Walker at Westbury Christian or Eric Holcomb, Westbury Christian for district MVP. For TAPS for 2A TAPS, District 7, it got to be Nick Anderson out of Grace Christian, district MVP. And then for 3, I don't know.
Is that Lutheran North?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Joshua Hollis. He be putting up some numbers
as district MVP.
Yeah, he be putting up some 30s and 40s.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I want to go with him or the kid from George Ranch. Nick Anderson is good. He is. D King has an elite eye. I ain't forgot D King. I'm gonna send it to you too. Um, I'm interested to see. That's all. I'm not one who steals. Just interested to see something. Um, I don't know. Nick Anderson is tough, man. Like
That nigga Anderson, tough.
Nick Anderson
Maybe
is
Cole
tough.
MVP, but Nick Anderson, tough.
I mean, yeah, possible for a Cole MVP, but Nick Anderson from Grace Christian, he was district MVP last year as a junior, state MVP.
MVP, yeah.
He averaged almost 40 points a game last year. I mean, he's tough. Like, and I mean, like, not no 40 points a game, shooting 40 shots a game. Like, he shot, I think it was 51, 52% from the field. Like, he was consistent. Xavier will probably have the most dunks in TAPS 2A. I mean That's kind of self-explanatory right there. Rob and his whatever service he got that keep interrupting him, man, because I told him AT&T is the best service to have, but he don't believe me and he's seeing it. He's seeing it firsthand that AT&T is the best. Just go ahead and say you're right, G Day.
Heck no.
AT&T has the best service.
Heck no.
Ain't nobody gonna be mad at you.
I know.
Rob, you in the prayer closet?
Man, I am not in a closet, man. What are y'all talking about? I'm trying
Rob
like,
Rob in the prayer closet, man.
Y'all got a lot of jokes with me, boy. I tell you. There you go. Here we go. See, that's why I don't be talking. That's why I be antisocial when
Yeah, Nick Anderson.
Whoa.
What you mean? Whoa. Who's better?
When everybody healthy?
We talking Taps, yeah. Taps SPC
Jordan
together.
Williams?
Taps SPC together.
Jordan Williams?
That's an interesting battle right there, man. As I tell people all the time, it's better to climb. It's not good to start up high in rankings because you have to maintain that. It's better to start low and climb high.
That's true.
But no, Nick Anderson about 6'3". Solid frame. He like solid cut frame. He has a body that you can definitely put a lot of muscle mass on and maintain the same speed, explosiveness that he has. He plays above the rim, handles the ball like a point guard. He can score all levels. I mean, he's solid. He's just a solid kid, man. No. Rob don't have AT&T, D King. I don't know what Rob got. What kind of service?
Sprint.
He got Sprint. That's why it be messing up. So Sprint got Rob looking like he need a cut.
Look,
right now.
Not only am I loyal to my friends, like this dude right here, and the dude that's in the comments, even though they don't act like they my friends, but I'm loyal to my barber. My barber been out of town for 3 weeks. I don't want to go get my hair cut from nobody else. So I'm just winging it until he get back, man. That's loyalty right there, man. I've been going to the same dude for 18 years. So he said he'll be back on Tuesday. So when y'all see me in the gym next week, I have my cut on. And I got some exclusive footwear for y'all on Sunday for y'all that come out on Championship Sunday, man. I'm breaking some out on Sunday.
That's right. My bad. We ain't supposed to. We just saying he gonna be the district MVP. That's all we saying about me.
Yeah.
That's it.
He talking about out of town equal jail. How I talk to him if he in jail, bro? God, leave, man.
You accepted that collect call.
Man, go watch some football or something, bro. God, leave.
That's all right, man. All right.
So we caught up on MVPs, right?
Yeah. So now we taps 6A District 4, which everybody pretty much knows these teams because this is the bigger of the taps. The biggest of the taps, Concord Lutheran. You got St. John's 23 out in Katy. You got St. Pius. You got St. Thomas Catholic. You got the Village School, and then you have Beaumont Kelly Catholic. And so who do you have to win the district?
Concordia Lutheran.
I'm just asking, man.
I'm just Concordia Lutheran.
All right, I'm just asking. And so who's your MVP of that district?
Trey Miller.
D King said Jesse Fuller MVP.
Hey, it can happen.
But I know I'm rocking with Concord Lutheran as well. Honestly, I don't know who's gonna come in second place. Like I don't know. Like I really don't know. I'm gonna say St. Thomas because they got Jake Pike.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going with Concord Lutheran to win the district as well.
Undefeated.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna run the table.
Yeah, they will. They will. Um, they're gonna be solid. Also, and I'm a roll with Trey Miller as my MVP pick for the district. I do like that Jesse Fuller pick though.
I do like
That
that too.
that D King made. Um,
I hate to say it because of the
no,
person
he
who
got me.
made it.
He got me thinking. No,
Mm.
he do. He got me thinking. He got me thinking more than what I was already thinking about it. Yeah. Yeah. St. Thomas maybe second
Yeah.
in that district. I don't know.
Nah, Mr. O'Doran, we ain't did. We just thought this the first night we
No, we
did.
just
We
doing
doing
taps
taps, C
and
SPC.
SPC, man.
We're doing one all the way. We're doing one. We're doing a district peak show all the way into Halloween. So y'all can stay tuned.
You know, we gonna hit up UIF for a next Sunday. Next Sunday. Next Sunday. I know you got some noise to talk, man. Um, next Sunday. No, he is D King. He is. No lie about that. He definitely is. He's gonna have a lot of bodies too. Um, he is because he likes to go baseline. And come down the middle as well. And I think a lot of teams is just going to be like, "Oh man, he's going to go up for a layup." And he's not. He's not going to lay the. He's not going to lay the ball up. I think a kid thought that this week. They thought he was about to go for a layup, but it ended up being
Ain't
something.
in too well for him.
It ended up being something else. SPC, man, Southwest Preparatory Conference. Who so with the
And say,
SPC,
put him
they
in
got North and they got the South. And so the North has more of your Dallas type teams, and then you have the South. And so the South has teams like John Cooper, that's out in the Woodlands. You got Episcopal, that's out in Bel Air. You got Houston Christian. You got Kincaid. You got St. Andrews, that's out in the Austin, Texas area. You got St. John's, the Mavericks. And then you have St. Stephen's Episcopal, which is also in the Austin area. So which school wins the SPC South?
Houston Christian.
Houston Christian,
I think Episcopal.
Episcopal. Who's your MVP, Rob?
Shaquille.
Jaquil from Episcopal. Okay. Who you got winning MVP, Ant?
Hmm. I probably would go with what Rob said. Who won it last year?
Well, last year they didn't
Dang.
Pick.
even do playoffs nothing last year for SPC.
The reason why I say Shaquille because Deshaun Brody hurt. So Shaquille gonna be rebounding it, bringing the ball up the court, doing a lot of stuff. And Houston Christian got a lot of guys. So they numbers
Houston
gonna
Christian,
be equal.
they got a lot of guys, but I ain't gonna lie to you, Coach Crandall and Teddy got some work to do because this weekend they went 0-3.
They did, and so it's some good advice that was given to me.
Okay, yeah, you finna say it. Okay, yeah.
With fall basketball, it's not the same when your actual coach is coaching you.
No, fact. That's why I said they got a lot of work to do.
And so a lot of things, adjustments, all that stuff will be different for a lot of these schools, not just Houston Christian, but for a lot of schools.
So I got a question for you though.
because we have seen teams win no fall ball games at all and go win state that same season.
No, that's true. But I got a question. Who's gonna be their main two scores?
I don't know. That's not for me to figure out. I
No,
don't
but
know. I'm
I
not
mean,
the coach.
no, but I'm saying like if you look at the Houston Christian team the year before when they had all those guards, okay, like Dom and CJ there are there for defensive presence, finish around the rim, but CJ is more of a defensive big, you
No,
know,
he is a defensive big.
you
That's
know.
it.
Dom is the same as defensive big. Now Dom scores a little bit, he's not as quick, but he does score very, very decent on the block, things like that. But on the perimeter, now one thing I will say, Brody wasn't there this weekend. He wasn't there this weekend. So that's gonna be a big, big, big difference for them. I think once he's there, I think he's gonna help a lot, and he might actually be their leading scorer this year. He might actually be their leading scorer this year. So, what
Yeah,
school?
I
What school
honestly
Logan
I don't
Watts
know.
go to?
No, I'm gonna answer him. Abdullah goes to Fort Bend Clements,
Clements, yeah.
No, I'm talking about Logan Watts. He's at where?
Episcopal.
Okay, okay. He's a
Episcopal,
sophomore,
No, senior.
senior. Okay,
senior.
okay. Now I was trying to make sure D King wasn't talking about somebody on his team. Because Beggs over there too. So I just wanted to make sure.
But no, Abdullah goes to Fort Bend Clements. Um,
That's the
last
white side Orlando who isn't gonna win MVP.
last I'm gonna
No
say
comment.
last year's Houston Christian team. You mentioned they had the guards, but they were all three were different.
Correct. No, no, they was all different. But they had but I when I'm saying that, so I said Brody to me, when you start talking about Orlando, Montana, Brody, those guys who play in the guard position for them, I think Brody is probably the best natural scorer who can create a shot, he can shoot the ball, things like that. Orlando is very just downhill, you know, get to the rim, you know what I'm saying, decent shooter. So I don't think he's there yet. And Montana, I think I think Montana can score. I just think he's just so much of a natural point guard who makes the right plays at every time. Like this weekend, he made the right decision every time. So I don't even think right now, as a freshman, he's even thinking about being a scorer. So when I look at Brody as a senior, and even what I've seen him doing over the summer, he's gonna, be the more scoring guard out of the three, and I think consistently. Now I would like to see CJ and Dom do a little bit more scoring, on the block or dunk position, dunking the ball, you know, get some old school Kentucky basketball with CJ Barnes with the guards going down here, throw it over the top to CJ, dunk the ball. He gets probably about like 10 points, 12 points a game, off of offensive rebounds as well. Hit Dom on the block a couple times, elbow. He gets about 8 to 10 points a game. Then okay, now we talking about a different type of style. But when I seen this weekend, and like you said, you're right, it's just fall ball. It's just certain stuff I felt that they struggled with was really putting the ball in the hole, uh, executing, who was their main scorer. So who's RT? What's that? What you
Real
talking about?
talk. What did they
Huh?
Real
struggle with
talk.
this weekend?
What did
Oh,
they
that's what I said.
struggle?
Yeah, that's what I said. They struggled executing and putting the ball in the hole this weekend. Like you didn't know who their score was. Like you could not define that. And I mean, I'm not going to say they didn't play defense because they was playing some good defense. I just think as the games went on and they was playing, they couldn't really score the way they wanted to. So again, no comment.
All right, Mr. Coach
Coach
Bundage.
Bund.
Coach Bundage.
Who he
Coach
talk?
Bundage.
What freshman?
Most impactful freshman, Alejandro
Leandro.
Aviles. Alejandro, most impactful freshman this year. Oh no, he said retweet. Hey, D King, my son, I be trying to keep up with the little lingo. I don't, so I just figure RT meant real talk, man.
See, yeah,
Y'all
that's what I'm
talking about in the whole city? Y'all talking about
Yeah, who gonna be the most
public
impactful
school or just
freshman?
the whole city?
Yeah, who gonna be the most impact? Who's gonna be more
Yeah,
impactful?
Alejandro.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm going with Alejandro.
yeah.
Second, Christian Jones, in my opinion. But I of course got to go with
I would say
Alejandro.
Christian Jones made Creek, man. Alejandro, the best
Oh
big in the
yeah.
city.
I don't know. It's a kid out of Cyprus that's pretty good. That was doing his thing this weekend.
Who?
But I don't.
Hold on, Rob. Who?
I don't.
No, Rob. Who?
Joe Tugler.
Yes,
Let me tell you.
Alejandro is the PSAT kid, Mr.
I got you. But Alejandro's the best big in the city. Period. Class. Period. The best big in the city. Don't matter what class you're in. He's the best big in the city. Period.
I would love to see that matchup. I'm not arguing with you on that.
I'm just telling you.
I would love to see it. Yes, Damian King, we know you're going to say he is. Yes, we know. We expect you to say that. You're supposed to say that. Yes.
No. That kid, and the thing about it is, Rob, you need to like him because your favorite team need to draft him when he gets to that age because that's the next Tim Duncan. He needs to go to the Spurs. He don't talk trash. He don't say nothing. He ain't got no face expression or nothing. Just solid basketball. Getting to it. Like, hey, I'm talking about getting to it.
He nice. He nice. So y'all said y'all got Episcopal winning that district over Houston Christian?
Right now, for me, what I saw, yes. For me. Now, I'm just saying right now. That's just how I feel for this weekend. Now, after watching a couple games and stuff like that, hold on. So from from this weekend, I got them right now. And I just think, now again, I think Teddy and Coach, they're top coaches. So I think they're gonna do a lot of stuff that is gonna help them win. They're gonna get them to play a certain way, play basketball. So I think it's gonna be pretty good.
Frank White said he got Christian Jones to be number one.
Who you took?
Freshman. I said Alejandro.
No. I'm talking about in the district. You took Episcopal over Houston Christian.
Yes, I'm going to take Episcopal to win SPC.
I want to ask this tough question, but I don't want to. I don't want nobody to act like
listen. Episcopal to win the SPC South, but I think Houston Christian goes to state though.
That's different. It's a different way to look at it.
And my MVP was D King stole my MVP was gonna be Logan Watts though, from Episcopal. I think he's gonna have a really big senior season. Episcopal has a lot of senior leadership though over there. You got Brandon Mawamba. He looked really good this weekend. People haven't, out of sight, out of mind. A lot of people probably forgot about him because they haven't seen him play.
True.
But he was out there looking like Maxwell on the basketball court. And then you got Jonathan Burrows over there as well. He had a couple of dunks, knocked down, almost every shot that he took. Really solid. Houston Christian, I think they're gonna get it together. Um, and like January, February, they're gonna be tough. Like the end of January, going into February, they're gonna be like a really tough team. But they're gonna take those early bumps from like an Episcopal who will win, who will end up winning the district because of the early bumps to turn around for Houston Christian to end up state.
If Deshaun Brody was healthy, do Episcopal go to state?
Yeah, we got D.
Yeah,
Give it up
let's
for
get him, D
D. We
King.
got D King in
Let's
the
get him,
building.
D
Let's
King.
go.
Let's get
Yeah,
him,
Rob.
D King.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
talk about it, Rob.
Rob don't want this smoke right now.
Let's
man.
talk about it, Rob.
Let's get
Hold
him,
on.
D King.
What's up,
Some
Rob?
of
Hey, listen,
some
this is
alive-
why I say, hold
some
on, let me
alive
come in here
for
real
solitary
quick on what,
confinement.
since Rob said I had to say that, right? Like, the reason I said that is because Alejandro is the most complete being around. I'm just saying that just because I coached the kid.
Thank you for clearing that up for us,
Just stating
Damon.
facts, you know?
Thank you for clearing that up for us, Damon.
I just want you to know, man, I am definitely not a homer. I'm not a
I
homer
think I
at
knew
all.
that already. It's called sarcasm.
Then why you tell all
But
these
no,
all these wonderful people that I gotta say that? Like, don't do me like that, man. I might need to
viewers know
recruit
the
the kids
viewers
on that.
know me, man. The viewers know me. They know I'm being sarcastic with you, Damon. The viewers know me, man.
But nobody in
You-
that box like you, bro. They be talking about you bad. I like you the most,
And
man.
I
I be
don't-
looking
and
out for
look,
you. I be
and
looking
look.
forward to seeing you.
And look, I wish I could put that Stephen A. Smith gift up here. And guess what? I don't care. Because I'm going to be on here every Sunday and you're going to have to deal with it. So I don't care.
Hey, man. Yeah, I had to come out the top like steam, man. I'm ready.
So DK, why you pick Logan Watts to win MVP?
I like that pick because that's who I picked too. Go ahead, D King. But tell D King got a lead eye, man. Tell him, D King. Man.
First, his phone got to stop freezing up. Got that 7-Eleven Wi-Fi over there.
No,
Not
seriously, man.
Phone
Man,
over
that's
there
my.
freezing?
Well, I was streaming something
Yeah.
I was streaming some on my 80-inch plasma
Oh, you flexing.
curved TV.
You got that $6.99 Wi-Fi.
I'm just kidding. It's 40 inches.
Flexing on us.
It's 40 inches. Chill, man. Chill. No, man. So Nick Anderson, I seen Nick Anderson at the gym, right? His older brother goes to University of St. Thomas. And he was in an open gym with them. So I had the gym for those guys. And after the gym, I called Coach Medina. And I said, yo, who is this guy? Like, who is this new kid you have? And he was like, who you talking about? I described it to him. Like, man, he was nice, like 6'2", this and that. He was like, oh, that's such and such brother. He's in high school. I was like, what? Like, the kid is really, really good. He goes to Grace Christian. Like, people have only seen them, you know, I think last year was like their first time. They got the new coach who used to be at Emory Weiner. Last year was their first time, like, playing in, like, real events. So people didn't really see him too much. I think they really played in, like, a few private school events. But that kid is a real, like, that kid is a real deal, man. Like,
No,
for
he's
sure.
tough. He is tough.
He is, man. It was a junior college coach there, seeing him, and I told him he was there to see another kid. So I didn't say anything bad about the kid he was there to see, but I just told him, like, yo, it's a kid on his team who is really good. You might want to try to check him out too. Like, yo, I'm calling my boss like right now after the game. I'm calling my boss right now. We got to offer this dude.
It's tough.
Tough, man.
It's tough.
Tell him why you picked Logan Watts to win MVP.
I've seen him play a few times in fall ball. He's the best scorer on that team. In high school, he's a guard. He's probably like 6'3", a big body kid. You know, he can kind of score it like all three levels. So district, they don't really have too many guys who can match up with him. And I've been told that Episcopal hasn't had any high school practice, like they haven't practiced or got together or anything like the other schools have had. So, you know, they look bad. Like them in Houston Christian, don't look like district winning teams. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think any of those teams have gotten together. But I think once both groups get into coaching and get with their guys and game planning and things of that nature, that it'll definitely be different. But I just think Logan Watts, just from what I've seen, doesn't have a matchup in that district against him, for him rather.
Yes, sir. D King, man, you was a coach. You still are a
Hmm.
coach, but high school, high school, high
Yeah,
school, high school.
somebody probably gonna hire me one day.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We need to get D King a head coaching position, but he was assistant
next
coach
year,
high school.
next year, next year.
So talk about the transition from the fall ball to the actual high school season.
Um, it's a lot different, and it's a lot. I know Willis can definitely attest to this. Coming from being an assistant coach in high school to a head coach in the summertime is a big difference. Like all the stuff you wanted to do when you was on that bench as an assistant, like you could try to implement it for your group, but it's different. Like school, you can practice every day. You see your kids. Like me, I was in a situation where I was still, for the most part, at St. Thomas Episcopal, like during the day. So, like I was around the kids. I was knowing about school problems and all that. But in the summertime, you're lucky to get 2 practices a week. Like you're lucky to do that. You're lucky to get 2 2 hour practices in a week. So it's different. And then once the summer starts rolling, it's not really a lot of practice. Especially like the way my group was last summer. Like once we got rolling in the end of June and July, like we might have had 3 practices that whole month. So it was a lot different. But it's challenging. It's definitely more. I'd say it's more challenging than high school basketball to me. That's just to me.
No, that's true. And you said fall ball into the school season, right, Jay?
Yeah, yeah. So you as well, and like, what's the big difference? Like, they're still out there running around doing what they want to do, pretty much. And so,
I think the biggest thing is the fall ball is about just getting chemistry. I think it's just about, for when you're working on different things in basketball period or after school, different stuff like that. After school, private schools, we get after school for some, and then some, like Concordia, they have the basketball class. So you get to work on the stuff you do at school, see how your kids look, the chemistry, your rotations, who you gonna play, who you not gonna play. And then at that point, I feel like for the kids, fall ball is to show like what you worked on in the summer. So if you want your coach to say, be comfortable with you being on the perimeter, because last year you wasn't on the perimeter, then you got to show it in fall ball and be consistent with it. Because once the season starts, it's time to get your plays in. It's time to get ready to start winning games. So at that point, you gotta, coach is gonna use you what you're good at. It ain't the development part is over. And I think for good coaches, fall ball is all about development as well. So hopefully, your coach is, trying to get you in the gym extra in the morning so you can shoot shots, you get in conditioning, things like that. Some of these schools who have the benefits, they got trainers coming in, training at schools, go work out, because that's when you get the development, from August to November is your development month as well, getting ready for school ball too. So I think that's very important for these kids to understand who are getting the opportunity to play in fall ball, because a lot of schools don't get the opportunity to do that. And that kind of sucks, because I think fall ball is very important for a lot of schools
Hey,
to be good. So,
no.
hey, let me ask you this: did you see a difference in public school and private school guys? And you mentioned that Concordia Lutheran has a basketball period, right? I don't think
yeah.
they lost the game, and I only seen them play once, and I was told they looked really good.
Well,
So
the
did
difference
you
is
notice
this.
that difference?
Well, yes, of course, but I think it also has to do with coaches who understand this. So, like, I give you Katie Pato, for instance. They've been playing every Wednesday for the last almost like 3, 4 weeks. So, any schools that are in that they've been getting rhythm playing. You know what I'm saying? Stratford and Memorial, they just started theirs last week. You got Stratford, Westside, Second Baptist, Katy Jordan, and Memorial over there playing. Me and Chris will go watch them play. But Concordia's already had like I think 2 games already with the Elodia fall ball, but they also played in the all-in-one. They also got a chance to play in the TABC over the summer. So like again, I just think those guys have been putting in more time together. But I think with public schools, I think some coaches, when they use their basketball class, they're more trying to get their plays in faster, more than let the kids work out, get them in the gym, do development, open gym, stuff like that. Some of these schools do open gym after school, which is good. So I think it's just all about the coach. I think from one level, private and public, how they're using their time. You know, some coaches make a recommendation
I
that
tell
their
you, I
kids come
seen
in the
one.
morning and shoot. So go ahead.
I seen one school, public school, and I can't stand their coach because he really gets on my nerves. But Bay Creek was out there getting after it. Dudes was running like 4-5 different defenses.
Now, let me tell you something. Hey, look, hey, Fob, hey, boy, hey, he put some upsets in the building this weekend. Like, I thought he was gonna get handed to it by PSAT, and they came to work. Like, I was like, whoa, hold on, because you got 2 freshmen starting. You got Angel, you got the senior, Larry's son, and then you got Caleb, who's been injured, and Caleb looked good out there, blocking shots, rebounding, getting steals, hit a couple threes in the corner. But Angel's looking real good off the ball right now. I think that's naturally what he wants to do is score. So, Fob got them boys playing. Hey, them boys went 3-0 this weekend. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I can't stand Anthony Fob.
real quick question for both of y'all. Since you're in the private school sector, do you guys have a lot that transition from football to basketball like public schools do?
Yes, but I think every situation I've been in, and I think it's different for D King too, because St. Thomas Principal, I don't think they have football. Exactly. Yeah. So, and that's the thing. I think for being at Concordia and at Second Baptist, there's been a good number of kids who didn't play football who were actually really good basketball players. So it didn't really make that big of a deal. I think even like at Concordia, when I was there all 3 years, I think we only had I think my first year there, we had a kid who played football who actually was like a big part of what we were doing. Otherwise than that, I mean, the year we won state, every kid that played with us that year were all basketball guys. I don't think we had one football guy on our team at all. But that's the biggest thing I think. And I don't think a lot of private schools have to deal with that either. Because I think a lot of the private schools, a lot of the kids play their sport, like what they do, that they like.
That's a great way of not saying they recruit guys who only play. Great job, man. You're really good. That's a good way of not saying.
Hey, look, D King, look, hey boy, hey.
So politically correct.
I've been doing this for a long time, B. Hey, I said that, and that was so smooth.
Good.
Hey, boy, hey, look.
Hey, that was really good.
Hey, boy,
that was the first thing that came to my mind. But at St. Thomas Episcopal, unfortunately, they don't have football. They do not have football, unfortunately. And honestly, I think if they did, it would really like shift the power of private school if they did, just based off of location and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't. But honestly, Westbury Christian never has guys who play two sports. You know, they might have one. You know, out of the years, a lot of kids come there to just play basketball. Um, at St. Thomas Episcopal, you know, all the kids play basketball. They had a really powerful soccer team too, like 3 state championships. It was crazy, like in a row. So we really didn't have that issue. You know, the only issue is really getting like elite basketball guys there, you know, to come there, as opposed to going to Episcopal or Houston Christian, you know, or Westbury Christian, St. Thomas High, you know, like Second Baptist. You know, it's just different because of just campus status and different things like that. So it was a really tough. Like Tornado does a really good job keeping up and competing with those guys. You know, those bigger private schools who get those type of kids in.
And I think really the only 2 schools in Houston, period. I think TAPS wise who really get affected by it is St. Thomas and St. Pius because they're actually really big in football. Those 2 schools, St. Thomas and St. Pius. I think Second Baptist.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, they did. Yeah, a lot of they good guys came from football too. So.
Yeah. And now I seen their football team has only lost like 2 games in the past like 3 years or something something crazy. Like I didn't know they were that good.
Yep.
All right. So
hey, well, let me get back. Can I ask you a question, G-Day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you a question. I'm sorry. What was your 4A prediction? I kind of missed it. The 4A, the TAPS 4A prediction. You said I missed it. I think I called Cypress or something.
Oh, well, that was the District 4, which is like Cypress Christian, Northland Christian.
Mm-hmm. The Northland.
What's the school out in Katy? I can't think of their name now. Faith West.
Faith West.
And I think it's one of them Legacy Prep. The one in Magnolia, I think.
Magnolia.
Yeah.
Legacy Prep. Yeah, that's that 80-inch TV, Art.
Yeah, that's the 80-inch TV, Art.
But no, I said for that one, Northland Christian, number 1, Cypress Christian, number 2, and then for the 4A, District 5, I had picked Westbury Christian.
And
St. Thomas Episcopal second.
So let me say one thing about that. I think that is going to be a little more closer than before with those with that district, with the St. Thomas Episcopal and the
Westbury Christian
and the Westbury Christian. Yeah, okay. I think it's gonna be a little closer. I mean, Westbury Christian only has like 7 guys, basketball guys. You know what I'm saying? That they're not as deep as before. You know, they lost a few kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know that was supposed to come back. Like I seen STE this weekend. You know, like the game scores didn't really show it, but you know they have some guys. You know, they have a few guys who can.
Yeah, no, they gonna be solid.
I think they're definitely deeper than in the past since I've been there. Like my last 3 years there, they're definitely deeper.
Yeah, and they always. So why? My question is, I guess, why do they always meet up right before, like, to go to state too? Like, why does put them that way?
So when I was at St. Thomas Episcopal, we were used to be 4A with Woodlands Christian. So in order to go to the state Final Four, the first and second place teams in that district have to play each other to go to the state Final Four. So like the regional finals, and of course, Westbury Christian and St. Thomas Episcopal, and then Woodlands Christian and St. Thomas Episcopal were the 2 best TAPS teams in Houston, you know, in that classification.
Yeah,
so it always came to that.
And it was in the state.
Yeah, well,
it
was a few times Grace Prep was really good.
I'm not gonna get a political answer on this one. Some folks in Dallas that TAPS, once they moved to Waco, they didn't want us to win no more, because if you go back a couple years, go back in 2018, they changed it. They did not have it to where two Houston teams had to play before state, and that's when us and St. Pius went to the championship. Woodlands Christian won it. Westbury Christian won it that year. Like it was like all of like Houston teams had won like 6A, 5A, 4A, and then the next year they changed it back to where we had to play each other to get into the Final Four, like where you would have two Houston teams, so you can always get a Dallas and a Houston team, or a Houston team and another team from somewhere else in this taps. Because for years that's how it was, and they switched it, and we won pretty much. Houston was 6A, 5A, 4A, and then they changed it right back again. And so because there weren't no Dallas teams made the finals or won, so.
I know Bakari Lestrap's last year, like our game that we played against Willis Christian was a state championship game. Like it was,
I was there. That was at Rose Hill.
You know, it was only like a 8 point game. That was at Rose Hill Christian. Like that game was really good.
Westbury
and then
Christian,
Willis Christian went up to the state. No, against Willis.
That was at Rose Hill
years ago.
At
Rose Hill.
Yeah, I was there. That was a high level game. Y'all was in that game too. In that game.
And then Willis Christian goes to state and they win every game by like 20 points plus.
And they blew everybody.
Yeah, so you know, unfortunately, that's the way they did it.
Yeah, okay,
it's tough.
Yep.
And
how many more dishes we got left, G?
No, we done as far as taps and SPC.
SPC, okay, that was it.
Okay. Yep. Coach Bundy said so. He basically saying so schools don't do like the cross country mandatory for basketball players no more.
Some schools still do, but I know some schools do. Probably.
I know Westfield do.
It just depends. It just depends. I know. Gidry at Westbury Christian like pretty much kind of like mandatory that basketball guys run cross country, you know, or at least practice with cross country, you know. I know for years that was Coach Wise at Yates saying like, yo, y'all are running cross country. I don't care, you know, and that made sense. You know, the way they ran, you might want to try to run cross country. You ain't gonna be able to play on that court. So I definitely understand that.
Man, D King, what's going on March 25th at 7, man? What's happening?
Damn, Larry.
I have no idea. Oh, that's Larry. Oh, Nick. No comment. No comment. Larry, I don't know why Larry. People like to start stuff for me.
So what alternative sport would you advise a high school player to play? He said he hit that soccer for, you know, the younger age while small school push cross country. So what alternative sport would you advise?
Me personally, I think. Oh, no, go ahead. No, I definitely think you should run track. I definitely think so. Oh, I think cross country is great. I never ran cross country, so you know. But I like now that I know as a coach, like the guys aren't doing much anyway when school first starts. You know, so you might as well go ahead and get your conditioning in and run cross country. But I think football and soccer are really good for young kids. You know, like I think it kind of helps them. I don't know too many kids who play, footwork, and I don't know too many kids who play football and then transition to basketball that are soft. You know, like a lot of football. You ever notice football kids that play basketball don't really get knocked on the floor, but we got kids who play basketball all their life and they just can't seem to stay off the floor. I don't understand it. So I think those things would definitely help for sure.
Okay. Man, D King, what you watching, man? What was you streaming on your 80-inch, man? Before you hop off, man.
No comment. No, I was watching the football game. I was just streaming it from my app on my laptop to the Apple TV. It's on the cable box and the thing, so you know, it's
Rob, we're not talking about no charges, Rob.
We ain't got to be talking about them, baby. We took care of business today.
Y'all won this week?
Yeah, we won. We beat Patrick Mahomes. They turned the ball over 4 times. Yeah, we won.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike Williams. Yeah, Justin Herbert, 288, 4 touchdowns. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes. We ain't scared of that chump. That's what you do when you get cheated. You go on the road
Talking
and you
that
take
talk.
some. Yeah, that's what you do when you get cheated. The week
Talking
before you
that
go on the road,
talk.
you go on the road and you take some. I'm from Fifth Ward. It's called Take Some Texas. That's what you do. When you get cheated, you go on the road and you take some. We went to Arrowhead and we took some. You feel me? And we coming for the Raiders next week on Monday Night Football. We're going to take some
Rob,
again.
roll tide,
Yeah.
Rob.
Hey,
Roll
that sounds
tide, Rob.
that sounds like a dude who lost money the week
if
before.
somebody would drop, hold on. So since everybody want to be Alabama fans, I ain't worried about what Andrew said. Since everybody want to be Alabama fans, I'm gonna be at the Super 16 on Saturday. If somebody want to drop on the Alabama Ole Miss game, let me know. Y'all be doing all that wolf talking. Somebody want to drop on? I got Ole Miss.
Whoa.
If you want Alabama, I'm covering it. So holler at me if you want to drop the money on
Alabama?
the wood.
Yeah, Rob.
If you want to drop some money on, do you want to drop some money on the wood?
Let me check my account first, man. Let me check my account first. I ain't coaching this year, man. Let me check my account, bro.
See, look,
see what's going on.
The way you looking, I know you ain't seen Ole Miss play this year the way you looking. So
no. I play
know.
FanDuel. Ole Miss quarterback is a favorite of mine, but I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, why you angry? Yeah. I missed some stuff, so can I just ask you guys who are y'all two favorite players this weekend? I don't want to do y'all job for y'all, but I just missed it. I was late. I'm sorry.
I didn't go. I didn't go. I wasn't in the gym this week.
Well, I wasn't talking. Well, I'm sorry. I forgot Rob was hiding from me. Willis and NG there.
Even my daughter laughed. She laughed in the bag.
She cute, man. I don't know how you got a daughter that cute, boy. God damn.
Hotty tighty, Mr. Eric. Hotty tighty, baby. Hotty tighty.
So you said my two favorite two?
Yeah.
Man. Chris Johnson up there for me. Trying to think who else. And Alejandro was up there for me.
Okay. For me, I'm gonna go with two kids who I wasn't expecting to play the way they did. I'm gonna go with JoJo Tugler. Really improved a lot. Just from when I see him, just like in June, he's improved a lot with this game. Playing fearless, I like that a lot. You know, accepting challenges, not backing down from anybody. And then the other kid is DK Metcalf that goes to Goose Creek Memorial. You know, hit a lot of big shots.
I heard
well.
some really.
He's a big difference maker for that group. You know, everybody knows Sam. You know, they know Darius, they know Avant Coleman, but DK Metcalf and Darius Williams is another kid. Darian Williams from Goose Creek Memorial.
And I said it earlier, Angel from Mady Creek. I like what Fob is doing with him. I like the role he's playing. He's letting the freshman play on the ball, who's a really natural point guard, and Angel's being able to really be like that leading scorer. So I really like what I've seen from him. He also, when he was playing, they was playing PSAT, and who else did they play?
PSAT, they played Decaney today. That was a really good game.
And then the game, who they played second yesterday, they had a big. It was another team who had a big.
Oh, I don't remember the second game. I wasn't there.
Well, Angel was holding guys bigger than him due to the fact that like him and Caleb was kind of matched up on the bigger guys that were on the opposite teams. So he was holding guys bigger than him, which I seen he been in the weight room, legs got bigger, he's dunking the ball. So I feel like he's improved a lot, I just think also the other thing is I also think Fob is very good at no tolerance. So he gets Angel to lock in and be disciplined, where in the kind of summer ball, I think Angel is a big wire kid, kind of just all over the place, but Fob gets him to lock in and be focused. I know DK don't like Fob.
Compliments. God dang, bro. We never gonna hear the end of this. Oh my God.
Hey, look, Man. Look, man. I'm just saying it was good to see them play this weekend. I mean, I'm telling you, I didn't.
Man.
And then
No,
Booker
no, they
T,
were really good. They were really good.
Booker T got a freshman I like too. Booker T got a freshman I like too. And Kenneth was hooping. Kenneth was out there hooping. He gonna have another big year.
Mr. Ordon, you supposed to be a fan of your kid. You know, I was a fan of my son, but I just never told him.
What school his son go to?
He go to Hampshire for net.
Hampshire
Okay.
for Nick.
I didn't get a chance to see them play.
So there was
Where
at
is that?
MacArthur.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Where's
that's-
Hampshire for net? Where's that?
out in the by the Beaumont area.
But the Beaumont Golden Triangle
Hard to
area.
check
on that phone,
Ryder.
Oh, yeah.
damn that phone.
They're gonna be pretty good this year too.
Yeah, they are.
Wait, Mr. Dude's playing in the coaches game next week or in 2 weeks, whatever that is.
He said coaches versus evaluators basketball game. Let's make it happen.
Stop.
Ain't no evaluators that hoop other than myself.
Boy, stop. Here you go again, man. Disrespectful.
Here go
man.
Rob, man.
Hey, stop that. Me and Chris will sign up any day.
Hey, Shot.
Rob getting in trouble,
on,
man.
Ask for Uncle DK. Come on. Talking about I'm hiding from him. We don't hide from nobody. You better tell him. We can't. We don't hide from nobody. Come on, look. So you can look at him. Talk about somebody. This gentleman right here talk about somebody who's hiding.
She ain't trying to be on the camera, man. She trying to terrorize the house.
So, okay.
I got good
So
snacks at my
I got another question for y'all. Who were I don't want to say, let me how I say this. Who were the two teams you thought were gonna do better than what they did this weekend?
Hey, Rob was a walking single, nigga.
Y'all better ask Chris Morris about me. Ask Chris Morris. When y'all see Chris Morris, ask
Oh
him.
my god!
That threw me off. And what you say?
I definitely.
I said, who was the two
um,
teams this weekend who you thought would have played better?
Oh, go ahead, D King.
Well, I just know just me personally because I like those guys. Houston Christian didn't play well. I wasn't, I was expecting it to be a little to be better than that. That one was definitely for sure. Episcopal, I don't know. I don't want to go back to them. Westfield. I expected Westfield to look a little. I'm not even sure what their record was, but just like basketball wise, I just expected them to look a little better, and I'm sure they will. I'm pretty sure they're missing some football guys or something. But I thought Westfield would look a little better. I kind of feel like Westfield might be a regional team. To me, I think they should be a regional team.
They could be. For me, it's tough because I try not to judge teams because it's fall ball. They're not with their real coaches. There's just a lot of kids out there really pretty much running around doing what they want to do, and some dads who's getting the coach and they ain't done daddy ball in a long time. And so it's hard to truly judge a team. Now there were a couple of players who I felt could have played better. But I've talked to those kids already, and let them know. I ain't gonna beat them up publicly. I already got in their ears. Just because I want them to be able to grow. That's the whole point of it, is to grow. Not to go out there and try to do something that you normally don't do. I don't like that type of basketball. Just be who you are, regardless of the situation. Coach Bundy said he didn't like teams giving up 98 points and it's a running clock.
98?
But I'm gonna be honest with you. That wasn't. There was no way to stop that. Goose Creek
Who
Memorial.
gave up 98?
Episcopal.
Played against
Goose
Grease
Creek.
Creek.
Beat them
Yeah.
98-7.
I did hear. Oh, sweet Christmas.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. That Goose Creek, hey, Goose Creek, Katy Pato, Beaumont United. Mm, 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 mm. Crosby gonna be home kind of early this year.
Oh. No comment. Let's
Hey,
go.
I said it.
Man.
I said it.
Let's
I
let's
said it.
go, man. I'm not coaching this year. I'm sorry. This
That's
is so
right,
fun.
Deacon. That's why you on the show, because you ain't coaching. You can
Hey,
say
man,
what
what
you
y'all
want to
doing
say.
next Sunday, man? I'm gonna be back next Sunday.
He on the show
Oh,
because
yes,
he y'all
sir.
friend. He ain't.
Yes,
he,
sir.
ain't- he on the show because he y'all friend.
We're gonna
Bro,
bring
we
you
not
back on,
friends?
man.
No.
What?
So,
Damn. I was gonna get you something for Christmas, bro.
I don't want it. It might explode. I don't want it. It might explode.
No.
I gotta check the box when you give it to me. Make sure it ain't ticky.
No,
Why do you
I'm a
have the
nice
broom?
guy, man.
Speaking of big TVs, before we get off, man, Mr. Dudes bought 4 60-inch TVs for $50, man.
What?
I don't know where
Lord,
I
Jesus.
think somebody stole them off the back of a truck and he ain't tell
For
us.
how much?
Hey, man.
50
That's when you.
bucks?
Hey,
Mr.
Yeah,
Dude,
know
and he
that.
showed me brand new in the box, like,
hey,
and I'm like, hey, come on, man, you gotta let me know next time, man.
hey, Mr. Dude's got that from a crackhead off of New Jack City, for real. That's crackhead prices, bro. That's like some 90s stuff right there, boy. Like Mr.
Stop.
Dudes, you got that? Hey, who you got that from? Because I need to know. Because whoever, hey, whoever sold you that, boy. Yep.
He said Walmart they had
man, I
they
appreciate
had
it.
like a glitch. They had a glitch in their system.
No, it sounded like this came 3 TVs and a car wash.
That's
Take it home special, man.
Hey, facts. That's what I'm saying. That could only be in the 409. They don't happen in Houston, bro. That's only in the Gold Triangle. That's it. That don't happen out here. No, sir.
So
Hey, so what y'all doing?
We doing
That's what I was
UIL
just about to
4A this
ask.
week. Yeah, UIL 4A. So like your Yates,
Who was in
Booker T,
4A?
Your Silsby boys,
Dillsby,
Booker T, Yates.
Yay.
Hey, still be gonna be tough. They brought everybody back. They're gonna be tough.
We got some for
my
this
boy,
year.
my boy at Fur High School.
Oh, they
Hey,
got
Yeah.
my boy
they
at
gonna be
Fur
tough
High
too.
School.
They're gonna be tough
He
too.
told me, and he usually every year he'll tell me, the king, we ask. But this year he let me know they getting after it. So I believe him if he say it. I'm just playing. He never said that. But he'll let me know if they not that good.
That's gonna be a really tough district with Yates, Fur, and Booker T. That's gonna be a really tough district this year. Really, really good games this year. Oh, I know we ain't talking about, but we
Hampshire
talked about
Finette 4A, Hardin Jefferson 4A.
Yeah.
Hardin Jefferson, are they good again?
Got some pieces.
They got a kid named RJ Sears who's
RJ Sears. RJ Sears.
And then Hampshire Finette, they brought the whole squad back as well. So
Yeah. Hampshire Finette brought the whole squad back. Jalen Ardone is eligible this year.
He's eligible this year. Yep, I see his dad just put that. He said they're going
30
piece Hardin Jefferson.
Hey, listen, I don't know if I'm gonna be invited back next week, so I'm gonna give my district, my Yates district MVP is Kenneth Lewis. You sure?
You being invited back? Oh yeah. So we
Rob
can
don't
debate
like
about
me.
it, man.
I'm not the moderator. You feel me?
Will is my dog. Rob don't
I
like
get
me.
outvoted anyway. It's 2-1.
Yeah, we need
because
debate, man.
Well, if
we don't want to
if
be
it's
biased on the show. We want to have opinions from everybody.
Yeah, if it goes nice hair against bad hair, you're 3-1. Right? So you automatically lose, cuz.
I'm glad I don't worry about what you say. I'm glad I don't. 'Cause next week I'll have a haircut, and then you'll have the worst hair on the show.
I'm gonna wear a hat.
Oh,
He said we gonna 30-piece them. Oh damn.
Whoa. I like that kind of talk, man. I like it. Hey man, I appreciate y'all having me on, man. I gotta get going.
oh yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I'll hit you up and let you know what time next
I
week.
appreciate it. Yes, sir. And I'm
Man,
gonna email you. And Willis, we hooping tomorrow. Just so you know.
At what time?
All right. I'm gonna text you,
me.
big dog.
Bet.
I'm gonna text you. I don't want Rob showing up. I don't want Rob showing up when his Air Force 2s laced up to his shins. I don't need him feeling that.
When I get off, I'm
he
going to
said to
Chick-fil-A
the
in the morning, and
shins.
then I'm going to sleep. Y'all can have that hoop.
Hey man, y'all have a good one, man. I appreciate y'all boys.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, appreciate you.
Man, I don't know what Mr. Dudes be shopping.
He talking about Best Buy got $20
Hey
pressure
man,
cooker.
he be on the he be knowing all the deals. Hey, Mr.
Man,
Dude, I need to know all the Black Friday stuff before Black Friday, man.
They got them backdoor deals in the 409, boy.
But for real, they do.
Hey, I might just have to take that hour drive, man, to go get some gifts.
$50 60-inch TVs.
They said it was nationwide.
Okay. Oh wow, I missed that.
Yeah, we did miss it, man.
Missed that.
We missed it. But yeah, fellas, good show. Next week, UIL. I know it's gonna get spicy now that we going to the UIL district picks. We're gonna have a lot of people mad at us. It is what it is. Like I said earlier, we stand by what we say, and lots of times we be right, and sometimes we be wrong.
Sometimes we
guess what? We okay with being wrong. We okay.
We are.
Hey, Mr. Dudes, I will get at you. I will get at you, Mr. Dudes. I will get at you, Mr. Dudes.
Because he said the Lakers.
Hey, I will get at you, Mr. Dudes. Hey, big fact.
That's a Tuesday too.
But no. But them, Mr. Dudes, them. Oh, but the Lakers. Okay, yeah. Because the Lakers play. Okay, yeah. I need to get at him for that one. Yeah.
Howdy toddy, Mr. Eric, Mr. Raspberry. Howdy toddy, baby.
Oh yeah, he went to Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Yeah. He know what the vibe is.
Yeah, no, he know the vibes. You don't know the vibes.
And you seen it. I've been all on the field everywhere I want to go, man. That's my second home, man. Stop it. I go visit James Meredith's statue every time I go to Ole Miss, man. The first Black African American student in Ole Miss history. I go over there and visit that. Very, very poignant piece in Mississippi history.
Good job, Google.
Dang, Ant got the.
See, man, that's y'all. Y'all gotta get AT&T. I know Ant don't got AT&T, but that's why y'all gotta get AT&T, man. Y'all, I don't.
So you gotta tell the people. They gotta tell the people what's next week, though.
See, look. Yeah, man. See, Rob, that's why you my guy, Rob, right there. Next week we got Super 16 coming up Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Seed King High School, October 1st to the 3rd. It's gonna be a lot of good games that's gonna go on. If y'all haven't, make sure y'all check out the schedule. It's on the RCS Sports app. That is powered by Exposure Basketball. October 1st through the 3rd, and then after that following Saturday, October the 9th, you got Gasso doing a one-day shootout at MI3. I probably will not be in the building, but y'all need to be in the building because that same weekend you got JUCO Showcase going on. So, that's probably where I'm going to end up being, just because I want to go see some some kids get down and go rub elbow with some Division I college coaches. But so you make sure that y'all, and then the weekend after that, you got VIPE High School Shootout. It's normally held at Texas Tornadoes facility.
Yep.
And then the week after that, you got the Unicorn warm up. Girls event is gonna be held at MI3.
You got the Holcomb next weekend too.
We're gonna do something a little different. That's gonna push. We're gonna hopefully it pushes and changes the narrative in the way high school basketball needs to be moving anyway. Yes, you also got Houston Area Basketball Coaches Association shootout next weekend. Pasadena has a shootout next weekend. You know, you got fall leagues going on Wednesdays. The North Katy Fall League. You got the Fall League going on at Houston Memorial. You got the Fall League going on at Bel Air. Fall League going on at C. King. Fall League going on at High Tower. So it's everywhere fall basketball. So make sure y'all get out, check out some hoops. This weekend. Hey, y'all stay blessed. he said you still be buying the minute cards for your service. Yeah. Yep.
So
Yeah, stop by Mullins, of course. Coach Bundit, we in the building. It's a couple of coaches I need to be talking to. JUCO, look, Rob and that horrible telephone service, man. JUCO scrimmage season starts this Saturday, so you know it's gonna be going down. He said, Coach Russ, he said you got the Casamigos, man. That's what Archie said, not me, Coach Russ. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all share the show, like it, love it. Make sure y'all go back and rewatch it if you chimed in late. But until the next time, man, GA Hoop Scout, Coach Ed Willis, Rob on that horrible sprint service that he got, man. They keep kicking him off. But until the next time, man, hey, we out, man. This is Shaka.